Right. Hello. Apologies for that. Hopefully now. Is that back, Andrew? Hopefully everything is back now. Nice. Okay. Let's see if I can fix that. The this yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah, it's having some. It doesn't like it. There we go. Okay. Is everything back now, Andrew? Everything okay now? Okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, there we are. Okay, really good. Yeah, you could. Yeah, that looks really good, Jack. So you can see there that you're building up that nice algorithm with all of your instructions in. That's really, really good. Really sorry again about that. The internet decided to die on my computer, which is really useful. So sorry about that. So I can see that you're all getting on really well with that activity. So what we'll do now is we'll move on now to the next activity. So good progress there, which is really, really good. So we're going to move on now to another area of the map. So if you turn around from the trash area, sorry, I know I haven't had a chance to get rid of all that trash in the end now. But if you head on over to this area over here, you'll see that there's an area which in your world should in theory just be black and or sort of grey and white squares, okay, and this big pile of sand in front of it. And you can see that what I've done is I've actually built up a fence, okay. So I've got this fence, and the idea here is that we need to build up a little bit of an enclosure around this sort of tiled area using the agent. Okay, so like I said, some of you have probably already got some of this done already, which is really, really good. But what you need to do is you need to bring the agent across using the radio, and if you again double click on the tile that you'd like the agent to move to, he'll sort of come over. Okay, so there he is. And what you need to do is use the agent to build a fence. Okay, so we're going to build a fence, which you'll actually need to clear the sand pile. So you might notice that there's like a sandy sort of pile that runs across the front of the grey and white tiles. So the first thing you'll need to do is use the agent to clear that sand pile, sorry. And then once you've done that, use the agent to build a fence that goes around the perimeter of the grey and white tiles. So you'll need to use, again, a sequence of instructions. So you're going to be building up the algorithm for it, but you'll also, again, be using that repeat block. Okay, so you'll be using that repeat block in order to repeat sections of code for each side of the this square. Okay, that the tiles are on. So that's going to be your next task. Okay, I'll build up the code whilst you're working through it in the meantime, and then once I'll give everybody a little bit of time to do that, and then once we've done that, we'll move on to looking at the next bit again. Okay, how is everybody getting on so far? think everybody is having various internet-related issues today, which is always fun. So hopefully, things start to fix themselves in a minute. Yeah, sorry again about that earlier with the stream. If I do start coming through sort of crackly and things again, just let me know in Discord and I'll go over it again. Yeah, I think we're all having various issues today by the looks of it. Yeah, to build up a nice long sort of algorithm there, nice long sequence of instructions for your agent to build up a fence and also clear a path through the sand pile. You don't have to clear the entire sand pile if you don't want to. You can just sort of clear one section of it, just enough so that you can see the grey and white tiles underneath it so that you can plant a fence around it. Okay. How's everybody getting on so far? Done? Good. That's good. Mhm. Mhm. Good. Good. That's good. I like that. That's really good. And I can see that Oliver's also put up a completed fence, which looks fantastic. Well done. That looks really, really good. So, as well, one thing just to kind of follow on from what Jack was just saying. So Jack was talking about how he built a bit of a simulation for himself. Um, One thing that you could do, and I think might have mentioned this last week, is we talked about this idea of pseudocode. So of course, pseudocode is when you pre-plan, pretty much you write out what code you want to, what code that you want to run, sort of step by step, but on maybe like a piece of paper, just like a piece of scrap paper or something like that, so that you can sort of plan out without jumping in straight away into writing the code. You can actually write out in sort of very high level, sort of just maybe like normal English, what you like your code to do and how you would like it to do what you want it to do. And it just helps you to plan and build up a little bit more of a like an algorithm, so that way when you're writing the code,